Move on to race number 9, the Chan Trophy. Of course, 11 races, so this isn't the second last, the 9th. Class 4 here over the 1,600 metres, headed by Sunny Power. Runner up behind Dashing Darts last time. There's a number of horses coming out of that race. Amazing agility, won over the 2,000 metres. 2 starts back. Ezra, barrier 14 for him. He goes up to the 1,600 metres. Garlic Year's a 4-time winner. They've all been at 1,800 metres plus. So Simple Elegant came out of the Dashing Darts race, finished 3rd. Chaparral Star was 6th in the race. Dashing Dart himself, that was his 3rd win, all being at course and distance. Smart Rocket was behind Dashing Dart, as was Dor and Shanghai Dragon as well. Friends of Nanjing has his first start for Manfred Mann. He'll jump from barrier 2. Garlic Air and Curling Luxury are the horses that have been up at Chongfa in the last month.
He's so well rated, Friends of Nanjing too. If he could ever recapture some of his better form, he'd be right in the money here. Curling Luxury, Dor, will they roll forward again with him? Potentially they will, although the blinkers have come off. This is another variable speed map. I think Sunny Power's an option of rolling forward, Simple Elegant as well. So they've got it as good to slow. It's a long run down the back stretch when we start at the 100 metre point.
Sunny Power loves the slop, and you can see him going through it nicely here this morning by Tavistock, and he did get that last start when he ran 2nd on the good to yielding track. And
you expecting slop tomorrow, Paul?
Nah, it should be okay tomorrow, but he seems to be liking it here anyway. Now, look, this Simple Elegant, keep it on focus as well, because he's in the last. He's the standby runner. He's the one closest to us. He's going just as well as Simple Elegant. It's not a bad gallop from both these 2 horses down the back straight, so both going nicely. And Smart Rocket, he's been catching the eye of some of his runs recently as well. Chad Schofield aboard, and he does it nicely as well. So he's held his condition nicely going into this contest.
All right, let's start off here with Ezra. It was quite a catching run last time out. Got back, stayed on strongly down the outside. McQueen involved in this race as well. He finishes further back. Yeah,
look, he didn't get the race to suit at all, Ezra. He went all the way to the back. You can see him. He's the widest runner in the grey. Makes up all its ground. Runs a nice 5th. McQueen's out of form for me, but I'm going to stick with Ezra. The only problem, once again, is he's drawn 14, so be interesting to see the tactics there. A different jockey now, Neil Cullen aboard.
Yep, the gate's a concern. There's no doubt Ezra is a young horse that's still got improvement to come, and he has some natural ability there, so he's certainly one for the exotics. McQueen's a valley horse and a wet track for me.
Maybe the opportunity for Ezra to roll forward from that wide gate, potentially. Golden 4, the next one we have a look at. He's a winner this season. That was back in January, behind Carefree Prince last time.
Yeah, the problem with Golden 4 is he's just a little bit weak. When he did win, they ran 1:22.42. He closed off in 23.45. They've had him close a few times, and he sort of... he's not been able to sort of get it done. So I get the feeling he's just lacking a little bit of strength, which is going to sort of hold him about where he is on the rating scale, I would have thought.
Yeah, and up to 1,600 metres doesn't look ideal either.
Yeah, that might test him a bit more too.
Yeah. All right.
He's honest, sorry.
Dor. He's a little bit in and out. This is one of the in-runs, finishing 3rd behind Banded Brothers.
Well, they tried the option, didn't they, Paul, from barrier 14. They rolled forward and let him gas along in front. If you go back to the start before, he finished 3rd, just sort of grinding away, and that's what we've known about him from day one, sort of getting back and finding the line. Last start at Overcooked, so maybe something in between might be the go. They're taking the blinkers off this time.
Yeah, drawn wide again, unfortunately for him as well. I'm going to wait till he draws inside of it.
We saw the speed map. They had him outside the leader, but he could go back or he could slot in. It's a bit of a question mark.
All right, we'll see one of the outruns now, because we'll hear from Keith Young talking about Simple Elegant, but Dor after that finished down the field. But here's Keith with Ed.
Simple Elegant, Keith. He's a horse you've had a bit to do with. Is he a horse heading in the right direction based off his last run?
Yes, it's glad to see him is improving from every run he had. And when he came to Hong Kong, he's got some temperament. And so Ricky did a great job. He spent a lot of time with him. And now he's getting back to the right track.
Is his temperament better now?
I think yes. He's a horse, immature, he's green, and he's a lot to look around at. And now he's getting a lot better.
Looking at his last run, not saying it was your fault, but the way the race unfolded, did he hit the front a little bit too soon?
Yes, I think so. He was young horses, and when he hit the front too soon, he doesn't know what to do. And so, but I think after we had the last time experience, he would do better this time.
We've seen him progressively stepping up in distance. He now sticks to 1,600 metres. Is this his right trip, do you feel?
Yes, we always expect him to run longer. For us, we think he handle longer, and so you see Ricky put him in the 12, 14 and a mile, and then I think now is his best distance.
So we saw an improvement from him last time out. You mentioned his temperament's improved. Work-wise, you rode him in a gallop recently. Has his work got better?
Yes, he's always fit. Like he eats well and he trains and he works well too. So he's just a strong type, tough horse, and so he takes whatever it gives him.
He's got a 4-pound turnaround with Dashing Dart. They all do that finish behind him. It's not a massive swing, though.
No, but he did a power of work up on the speed. They ran 22.25 that second split in that condition. There was a lot of work done by him up on the lead, and I thought he battled on particularly well. I think he's the one to beat.
Yeah, just to wonder how much the good to yielding track sort of affected.
No, I don't think it did. He ran well the start before and closed off nicely too.
All right. Favourite, though, Paul, is Sunny Power.
Yep, I've got him in for fourth, but I do like Ezra. Be interesting to see what they do ride him from barrier 14, but he's a horse definitely in form at the moment. Smart Rocket, I don't think he liked the wet track at all last time and was hampered in the run on the way in, so I think he's going to be there. Dashing Dart, he did nothing wrong and won that race, and Sunny Power ran second in it. 4, 12, 9 and 1.
I thought he ran well 2 starts ago. Simple Elegant, I thought he ran even better last start, even though defeated by Dashing Dart, who I've got in as the Quinella horse. Sunny Power, I think they will roll forward and door. So 7, 9, 1 and 10 for me.
All right. 4 and 1 is my cue there. Ezra, yeah, wide draw. Doesn't look great, but the horse clearly has some ability up in trip as well. That was the 9th on the programme. Up next for us, the Stevenson Cup, race number 10, the second last on the programme.